loves, welcome back to Real Talk with Jen. I'm Jen. How are y'all? You see I have an appendage here attached to me, but it's fine because she has actually been upstairs with her dad most of the morning. She's giving me the morning off, and I really appreciate that because I got some interviews lined up, y'all, and I'm excited, but I don't want to get ahead of myself, so I'm trying to, you know, reel it in, but also be positive. And she didn't have school. It's a weekday, so today is a day actually I will be home by myself typically, but I'm not. Can you stop? I need you to stop, or you gotta move. But I'm not because Ava's school is closed. It's a Thursday right now, y'all. Look, teachers deserve to be making no less than 6 figures at all times. That's my humble opinion, because that's how valuable they are. But also, these schools close every other day. Like, they close every other day. And granted, I'm not working currently, but that's not gonna be forever. And like on a random Thursday, they don't have school. And then like, what are you supposed to do with your child? Like, if they're not daycare age, then will you keep like babysitters on retainer? Like, what do you do with your child in the middle of the week? Because she goes back to school tomorrow. So I don't know, it's kind of, that sometimes just grinds my gears, because it's just like, what are people doing that have to leave home to go to work? I'm privileged in that when I was working, I did work in a home office. So even though it was inconvenient, it wasn't like the end of the world if my kid had to stay home with me. It just made my day harder. If I worked like at a salon, a hospital, or insert wherever, and a lot of people have to go back into the office these days anyway, it's like, what are people doing for childcare? It's wild. Like, it shouldn't be that hard. But anyway, rant over. She's been home, she's been behaving until now. She's all up in my stuff, but it's okay. Honestly, I had time to study, I had time to myself. I feel good about it, y'all, so pray for me. But again, I don't want to get ahead of myself. So look, I'm gonna show y'all. I was using one of my notebooks. Y'all know I got my notebooks on Barnes & Nobles if you want it. And I have a page in my home management template that I have on my Etsy shop. I have a page specific for career planning, but I didn't use this page because I didn't feel like it fit what I was trying to do today. But I am going to use like my notes page. So I have a page for notes. I want to go through the pros and cons of both of the opportunities and write it in my notebook, and so that I can see like and really put it together, because I'm claiming 2 offers. I'm claiming that they both will offer me the job. That is my claim. So I'm trying to see which one will work best, which one makes more sense for me, all the things, right? So I'm gonna do all that in my binder. Then I was also thinking, y'all, I think I'm gonna create a binder in my Etsy shop that is specific to, or I should say templates. You put it in a binder, it's downloadable. So I'm gonna create templates that are specific to careers, like career planning, interviewing, and all of that, because that's been such a big part of my world these past, 5-6 months or so. And then just over time, like we're adults, we apply for jobs, we have to interview and study and do all this crap. So I was like, it would be nice to have a place to put all of that together, your interview questions, you can rate the job. So I'm gonna think on that, I'm gonna marinate on it, and I'm definitely going to do some templates specific to careers and interviewing and all of that, because it's important, and sometimes it just becomes too much and it's just a lot to keep track of. So it'd be nice for it to be in one spot. So stay tuned for that in my Etsy shop. So I'm currently taking just like a little intimacy break because I think my husband's about to come downstairs. He got sick, so he ended up having to stay home today, when he usually doesn't stay home on this particular day. We are headed to Target in a little while. That was kind of an impromptu decision, but I'm here for it, of course, okay? So we're just gonna get a few things, nothing, I mean, it's always gonna cost a lot, so I'm already prepared to spend $300 or $400, but the things that we're getting are things that we need. You're gonna got no money. I ain't got no money to be shutting down Target, but You know, when you need stuff, what are you supposed to do? Like, what are we supposed to do, Lord? Oh, I want to show y'all something real quick. Perfume Brown Girl Jane. It's just this little functional fine fragrance discovery set. So y'all, I don't know, some of y'all may remember, this was a minute ago, but I have purchased from them 3 perfumes. They come in a pack, like the full size one. And I gave one each to my sisters for Christmas, and they loved it. Like, they loved it. The whole time I'm like, man, I want one for myself, but it was not expensive, but it wasn't cheap. You know what I'm saying? So I just got the one and dispersed it, as opposed to getting each of them their own like trio set. And I never got one for myself, and it's always been in the back of my mind, like, I'm gonna get one, I'm gonna get one, I'm gonna get one. And then I saw this on Instagram, of course. And I saw that they just had like a little set where you can try the scents beforehand, y'all. 30 bucks. This was only 30 bucks. And for me, that was great because it gives me the opportunity to decide if I want the scent before I just purchase it, because I don't know if these are sold in stores. I'm unsure, don't take my word for it, but I don't think they are. So you kind of buy it blindly. So I wanted to smell it. Anyway, I had my sister's perfumes to use as an example, to be fair, but they actually have 3 more. So I love them, y'all. It's worth the 30 bucks, y'all. Check it out. I don't know if this is like a limited time thing or it's always gonna be on the website, but I thought it was a great use of my funds. So they have the fragrances here on the back, like the name of the fragrance. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm trying to focus. And then they have the notes for each fragrance. So far, I think my favorite is Dare. It's called Dare, I think, and that's a newer one, I think. It smells so good, y'all. It smells so good. So check it out. You can't beat it. I'll definitely link it below. I told y'all before, I'm in this stage right now where I just want everything that smells good. I want all the lotions, I want all the creams, I want all the exfoliants, I want all the skin serums. I really feel like there's an age that women come to where you just are like, that's what makes us happy. That's what we want. And it's not even so much like about trying to look younger, because I don't know that I subscribe to that way of thinking per se. Like, age gracefully and be happy that you're aging, quite frankly. But also, you know, you want to look nice, your skin, you know, you want your skin looking presentable and soft and all that stuff. So, and smelling good, like, who doesn't? So that's the stage I'm in right now. That's why I was like, I gotta get this and I gotta tell my loves about it. I've really also been into the Korean double cleansing technique. That's another thing that I've been doing on my skin, y'all. So I did a video recently of like a short recently of the products that I use on my skin. And I have since added one more product because of this Korean double cleansing technique. You start with an oil-based cleanser, and then you work your way to a water-based cleanser, and then you work your way down to your toner and moisturizer and all that good stuff that you use for your routine. I'm gonna show y'all the oil-based cleanser that I got that was not in the video because at the time I wasn't doing it, but I am now, and I like it. I love the way that the product feels. But yeah, just, you know, who don't want to take care of themselves, child, and feel soft and pretty? And you know, the sun is out, so you already know the buns is out. Not my buns, but some other buns are out. So, you know, we gotta make sure they nice and soft and shiny and smell good, okay? All right, y'all, we'll see when my husband comes downstairs finally and see what trouble we can get into at Target. Target. We spent like 400 bucks. That's always how much we spend when we go to Target, between $300 and $400. It never fails. We were able to get most of the things on our list, a few things that weren't, but for the most part, the big items, the air filter, and we were able to get the air purifier for Ava. It wasn't like our first choice, but you know, it was fine. And as you can see, we got way too much candy, but man, I'm gonna get on that bike downstairs one day, start working out again. One day, I promise. We just kind of got settled, put everything away. I just had lunch, and I'm about to go into this call. It is not a video call, thankfully, because I do need to do my hair. The one tomorrow is a video call, so I think I'm gonna have to twist my hair, like finger coil it tonight and wash my hair, which I really don't want to do. So I don't know, I still haven't decided, because that one is a video call. This one is just a phone call, and I'm just learning how to finger coil. It's not a thing. Y'all know I don't be doing hair. I don't know how to do stuff like that. So I'm like, it takes me longer to do than probably the average person, you know. We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna wing it on that. You know how I do. I wing it. So I'm about to study for this interview. Wish me luck. What's mine is already mine. So all I have to do is my best, and I know what's mine will come to me. Hey loves. So it's a couple hours later. That's Ava coughing. I got my kids in here with me. They want to be around me today. So I have this one here, and then this one over here. They're chilling with me today in my office. No, peace sign, not for. So we're just chilling in my office, y'all. Yeah. And that interview, child, oof. Am I still sweating? Y'all, she came for my throat. I low-key thought it would be a little bit softball questions, like the typical questions you get from recruiters. Honestly, it was not. She was asking questions, and I had to sit up straight at one point. I was like, woo, I had to get my fan. Look, I got my fan, y'all. I was getting hot. Like, damn, I wasn't expecting for her to come for me like this, but she was so sweet. Like, I'm not saying that like the woman was mean or anything. Like, she was so sweet, and had like a jovial spirit, which I think is important, because you know when you're looking for a job, that first like 1 or 2 people you interact with tell you a lot. Like, pay attention to that, because when they're nasty and surly and short, that's probably how they carry it within the company as well. You know, if that's acceptable, you know what I'm saying? Or they give the aura like you should just be happy to be here type of thing. Like, they're gonna treat you that way when you get the job. So I was happy that she was so sweet and so nice, and also very smart. Like, she came from my throat. The interview was supposed to be 30 minutes, just a quick interview. Honestly, this is the interview before the interview. Like, I haven't actually started the interview process. This was the person to vet me before passing me along. So it's typically 30 minutes. It was over an hour. So I was not expecting that, but I'm happy because it went really well. She really liked me, and I was just myself, y'all. Like, also, like, we know what we're talking about, and whatever field you're in, you know what the hell you're talking about. Don't let people like make you feel like you don't, like that imposter syndrome, because I do that. It's like, I know what the hell I'm talking about. Why am I being nervous about everything? When in reality, it's like, girl, I know this. I've been known this. I know this in my sleep. Like, we need to start carrying it like that, because we know what we're talking about, y'all. So it did go well. It did go well. All said and done, it went well. It went over time, which is, I think, usually a good sign. Typically, it's a good sign when you go over time, like, because they're engaged in your conversation. And then she says she's passing me along to the next person, which hopefully will be early next week, because I just want this to be done, y'all. Oh my God. So we'll see. I haven't gotten an invite or anything yet, but she made it clear that like she's trying to like move this along. So we'll see how the next interview goes. Hopefully that person is just as smart and also, you know, likable and makes me want to work with and for them. But in the meantime, I'm prepping for a different interview at the exact same time. So I'm thankful. I'm not complaining, because Lord knows I do need a job, and there's no two ways about that. Like, at this point, I do need one. So I'm gonna do my best and put my best foot forward and hope that it works out. I'll have to keep y'all updated on my whole job search woes and if any of these jobs come to fruition. Hopefully they do though. Anyway, y'all, we're just chilling. Thanks for hanging out with me today. This was a pretty chills vlog. Like, not much going on, just hanging out with the kids, hanging out with myself, job hunting. Like, what I'm about to do now is do more research for the interview coming up tomorrow, and then for the second interview for the one I just had. So I'm gonna do my pros and cons list in my home management binder that I showed y'all earlier. Like, I want to do the whole thing and really think it through and be really intentional about it and try to, you know, manifest what I want for myself and make sure it's also what God wants for me as well, because you just don't want to fit yourself and push yourself into something that's not yours, because it will feel like you will feel like you got something that was never yours to begin with, and I don't want that. Be good to yourselves, be good to the people around you, the people in your life, to strangers. Just be good to people. Everybody's going through something. Everybody is going through something. Even when life is good, you're going through something. So be good to people, be good to yourself, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.